everyone. Today we're going to read Bedtime Stories, Part 6, starting on the story Wolf and Rabbit. The old Grandpa Rabbit sat on the porch, rocking in the chair with his 8 small grandchildren on his lap. One rabbit looks pretty much like another, and that there were so many of them that Grandpa Rabbit never knew which grandchild was which. The little rabbits shook their heads till their ears flapped. "Settle down," said Grandpa. "Stop wriggling, and then I'll begin." Eight little cottontails squirmed. 32 arms and legs wriggled till all the little rabbits made themselves comfortable. 16 bright eyes gazed up at their grandpa, waiting to hear his story. All this happened long before you were born. One faraway summer, your grandma met the big bad wolf down by the loch side. Both of them were far too hot and tired to do anything other than wade in the loch and swim in companionable silence. When both were cool and refreshed, they climbed out of the water and dried themselves in the sun on the pebbly beach. "I could run after you and eat you," remarked the big bad wolf, "but frankly, I can't be bothered." You'd have to catch me first," said your grandma, "and frankly, I bet you can't." "Pah," snorted the big bad wolf. "I'm the fastest thing on 4 legs on this side of the mountains." "I don't think so," said your grandma. "I'm the speediest creature this side of the ocean." "What?" laughed the big bad wolf. "Madame, you delude yourself. I'm the swiftest sprinter in the northern hemisphere." "Mr. Wolf," hissed your grandmother, "I'm the best runner on earth. The only bit of you that is good at running is your tongue." The big bad wolf stood up, his yellow teeth bared in a snarl. "This time, my girl, you've gone too far. Let us have a race right around the globe, and the winner gets to eat the loser." Your grandma just lay laughing in the sun, gazing up at the big bad wolf. "Oh my," she gasped. "I'll race you. Me underground and you on top. But I'll have you on toast at the finish line." "I'm going home to chop some carrots for rabbit stew," muttered the big bad wolf. "Meet me here at first light and we'll see who's the fastest." One of the grandchildren on Grandpa's lap burst into tears. "Poor Grandma, he sobbed. "She's going to be eaten with carrots." Grandpa sighed. "How many times do I have to tell you? The story isn't over till we get to an end. Wait and see what happens and never assume the obvious." "Now, where were you?" "First light," permitted one rabbit. "Carrots," added another unhelpfully. "At first light," continued Grandpa, "your grandma and the big bad wolf met at the loch side." "Why not save ourselves the effort and just let me eat you now?" suggested the big bad wolf. "Oh, come on now," said your grandma. "Where's your sense of adventure? Besides, if you eat me now, you'll never be sure if you were the fastest runner after all." "Pah," snorted the big bad wolf. "I don't need a race to know that. However, have it your own way. Ready?" Off they ran, your grandma down the burrow and the big bad wolf straight across the meadow like a bolt of lightning. On he ran, mile after mile, heading in the northerly direction. The air grew colder, the trees taller, but neither hide nor hair of your grandma did that big bad wolf see until he was nearly at the North Pole, popping out of a burrow in the snow up ahead were two furry little ears. "Cooey, Mr. Wolf." Good grief, panted the big bad wolf. "However did you get here before me?" "Easy when you know how," said the rabbit, disappearing back down the burrow. "Not the rabbit," interrupted one of the grandchildren. "I think you mean," said your grandma, disappearing down the burrow. "No," said Grandma firmly, "I don't. Never assume the obvious. It was your great-uncle Rebus, actually, but the big bad wolf didn't know that. One rabbit looks pretty much like another." So on they ran, the big bad wolf lopping past icebergs, over the North Pole, across the Siberian wastes, and into Russia, pausing in a small town to catch his breath. He caught sight of a despairingly familiar pair of ears. "Greetings, Comrade Wolf," said the owner of the ears. "Great-Uncle Rebus?" interrupted one of the grandchildren. "No," said Grandpa with the faintest edge of irritation. "Your cousin Valdemir. In fact, don't interrupt." "Phew," said the big bad wolf. "Surely that rabbit is going to tire out soon." On they raced, past the oil wells of Siberia, your great-aunt Rydia, down through Africa, your cousin Otabil, across the Atlantic Ocean to Agrenia, your step-cousin San Diego, across Antarctica, your great-aunt once removed Smarsgabir, and finally via Iceland, your second cousin on your mother's side, Altidosir, all the way back to Scotland. Crawling through the meadow, exhausted big bad wolf dragged himself to the lochside. His paws were shredded, his coat mangy, and his breath came in short pants. "I'm pooped. Where's that blooming bunny?" Up ahead, sunning herself on a rock with 2 pieces of toast ready by her side, was "Our grandma!" the grandchildren yelled. "Indeed, your grandma. Indeed, agreed Grandpa Rabbit. "And look, here she comes now with carrot cake and lemonade for us all." Out from the kitchen came someone balancing a laden tray on her hip. "Grandpa," squeaked one of the small rabbits, "did you eat the big bad wolf on toast?" "No," she said, placing the tray on the table near Grandpa's rocking chair. "Your grandma is a vegetarian, or should I say, I was." "Grandma," quivered Grandpa. "Whatever do you mean? I'm not your grandma," roared the bigger, badder wolf, ripping his lacy bonnet to expose a pair of long, furry, pointy ears. "I'm the big bad wolf's youngest nephew, thrice removed, and you must never, never, ever assume the obvious." The end. I hope you like this book. I like this book because it teaches you that I like this book. I like it when they were like the wolf tricked the rabbit when they started the race. She tricked the wolf by phoning everybody, all the rabbits in her family across the world. Bye. I hope you like this book.